Hi, and welcome to another edition of Danny Brown Talks Phoenix. I am your host, Danny Brown, and today I am joined by Mary Zarob of Q Contrary. Mary, welcome to the show.
Hi, Danny. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Q Contrary and what that is?
So I started my business about 4 years ago. Officially really went on my own about a year ago because I was working for other clothiers. But basically, I help men find clothes that fit and look good based on their lifestyle, their body type, etc.
Sounds very hard.
It's actually fun. It's a lot of fun when you get to know the gentleman and the clothes in their closet and what they like about what fits, and then where they're going and who they're seeing, the purpose of the clothing. It's actually a lot of fun because when you get something that fits well, then they're happy.
Is it a big market for men who want to dress well?
Yes, and it's not necessarily always dressing well, where some guys just need clothes that fit. So they're either 6'8", or they're 5'1", or they're really large, or they're really small, or they don't have the time to go to the store, or they're so busy and they hate going to the mall. So I work with them. It's a lot of fun, yeah.
Which is me. I hate them all.
Yeah, a lot of gentlemen do. The convenience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you a personal shopper? Tell me about the business side of it.
So more of a clothier and a tailor. So I take the client's measurements after I get to know them. We pick fabrics. We talk about kind of what they need in their wardrobe, what they currently have, but also their job and their career and their clientele and where they're going and who they're seeing. If they travel a ton, or if they got an event coming up, or they're giving presentations, or they just don't want to go to the mall and they need the basics. So it's kind of get to know them, take their measurements. We pick fabrics. So I can make one shirt. I can make 5 shirts. I can make a pair of pants. I can make more than one. I really kind of get to know the clientele. How usually takes about 4 to 5 weeks to make stuff. I can rush things sooner. I don't like to, but some clients, things come up and they need something. Then we fit it. And once we kind of get their pattern on point and they're happy with it, we'll go from there.
So do you design the clothing then? Or, because I know you mentioned tailor, so are you doing things with existing clothes?
Yes. So I do alter clothing as well. But my background's men's fashion. I studied at FIT in New York, studied menswear. I lived there for about 10, 15 years designing. So I do get to know the clients, and we design individual like pants and jackets where we pick the buttons, the collar, the lapel, the fabric, the stitching, if they want their name on it.
So that sounds time consuming.
Well, it can be. So some customers want to pick everything. Some customers are just like, Mary, make me a pair of blue pants. I need a pair of blue pants, and I'm like, okay. And I got to know them and I just make it. Or I know they have these 3 jackets and this blue pair of pants would go with those 3 jackets in their closet. So it can take time. It's really up to the customer.
So it's really, you're providing personalized service based on each individual's needs.
Exactly. Yes. And a lot of the clients, I just opened a store. So some of them come to me at my store, or I go to them, to their home or office. A lot of times I work with their wives or girlfriends or partners and kind of picks things from them because they tend to know best of really what he likes. And they love it because they're part of it. And
Sure.
they're like, oh, I love seeing him in this blue shirt, or he's got that jacket, and they get really excited because he feels good in the clothing.
Very nice. What are some of the biggest mistakes that men make when they're dressing themselves?
So a lot of times they see something on the mannequin and they think I have to have that, or it's a trend and I have to wear that, or it's in the magazine, right? Or they don't know their actual size, so they buy the wrong size. That's usually the wrong part. And they just kind of educate them. I say, okay, this fits well, or this brand you should wear. So if the customers can't afford custom, I'll take them shopping and I'll say, this brand fits you well. This is what you should wear to this meeting with your business, go to this interview. You want to, get your business to the next level. This is the kind of looks you need to wear in front of these clientele.
I gotcha. So if somebody's interested then in having, a more tailored and kind of refined look, what are the first steps with you? Like, how do you, what's your process kind of look like from start to finish?
So I get to know them, kind of see how they're dressed, how they like clothes, what they like to wear, where they're going. Kind of get to know them, their lifestyle, and then what they didn't like in clothes in the past, or if they worked with someone like me, or if they have clothes in their closet that don't fit. I say, okay, let's tailor those. Like, you've lost some weight. Let's tailor what doesn't fit in your closet versus make you another pair of black pants, which you have great ones in your wardrobe, and then add from there. And I like to add a couple things. So I don't want to, I'm happy to make 6 shirts and 10 jackets and 5 suits, but I usually start with 1 or 2, get the fit right, have them wear it, especially if they lost weight or they're not used to clothes fitting properly. Start with a couple and then add more from there. But also if something comes in and I think they're going to like it, I'll take a picture and send it to them. It's like, hey, Mike, these 4 shirts came in. I think that you look great in them. Or, you love that jacket. Here's 4 shirts that go with it, or just little ideas, because they'll be like, oh, Mary, I saw that on your Instagram. Like, I want it. So it's fun. Yeah, I kind of keep them in mind.
That is cool. And how long have you had, you said that you have your own store and you also go to individuals' homes. How long have you had your own store?
About a month and a half.
Wow.
Yeah, it's new.
Congratulations.
I just love it.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
love it. It's good. Thank you.
Like having a place to go to work that's your own is really awesome. It's a great feeling, something to be kind of proud of.
It is. And I'm off 32nd Street in Indian School. So it's right next to Maroney's Dry
It's a great
Cleaners.
location.
It's a great location.
Yeah.
So I like partnering with the dry cleaners because I'll help their clients. They need alterations. And then a lot of my clients are in that neighborhood. And in that neighborhood, there's not a lot of places for men to shop. Like they either have to drive up to the mall at Camelback and the Scottsdale Fashion Square.
Scottsdale Fashion Square.
Biltmore's around the corner. Yeah. But because I'm in the neighborhood with a lot of my clients, it's a good area.
Yeah. And so you can go shopping for them. Are there any stores in particular that you tend to target for people?
Well, there's not a lot of places here in Arizona to shop in Phoenix. So the handful I like is Nordstrom or Nordstrom Rack because they have good brands. They have good fit, good quality stuff and different price points depending on what his budget is. I like Dillard's. Actually, kind of like the Dillard's men's section a little bit more than Nordstrom's because everybody in town, I feel like, shops at Nordstrom's. Yeah. So everyone tends to look the same.
It's so busy.
Yeah. And they have great stuff, but everyone looks the same. So I like Dillard's because it's not as crowded. They have a great assortment, good quality stuff. They got a variety of things.
But wouldn't a Calvin Klein shirt or whatever at Nordstrom be the same at Dillard's?
Well, they don't sell Calvin at Nordstrom's. But yes, the price is about the same, yes. So
Okay.
Macy's has some, but sometimes the buyers, actually Calvin will sell certain things to Macy's and a little different to Nordstrom's. Ralph Lauren might look about the same, but sometimes they pick more unique things. But in a small market like Phoenix, maybe not.
I gotcha. And are there any places that you avoid and tell your clients to avoid in terms of?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
No, I've never said that. No, because I think there's good things at every store for everybody. It's really about him. Like some guys like Men's Warehouse.
So Costco dress shirts are okay.
You know, if that's what you want, that's good. You know, I'm not going to tell you, no, that shirt is terrible, but they get upset. It doesn't last very long.
Sure.
You got to compromise a little bit on price and quality. But Costco has good things, and a lot of guys shop there.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny, Danny. No, but actually I like Manor. It's a younger men's store. It's off Central and Camelback. Jeremy's the owner. They sell like really cool hip sneakers and shirts and t-shirts. He just got APC jeans in there, which is a great brand. Where else do I
That's
tell?
next to the Payne Bianco, right? Is that?
By Shake Shack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at the Uptown Plaza. He's got really cool stuff.
I like that shopping center.
They have good stuff. They have
Yeah.
a brewery in the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
West Elm.
The restaurant in there for brunch is really good.
Eli?
Ellie's.
Ellie's, yeah.
Anyway, totally off track. But so how do you determine what is going to end up fitting your client the best in terms of fabrics, trims, buttons, those types of things?
So depending on the size and shape of the gentleman, his frame, right? If he's a bigger guy, I tend to pick fabrics with a little bit more body to them. So not the sheerest fabrics because he'll tend to rip that out. It's also fit too. So taking their measurements, making the fit correctly. You know, if he's got a big neck, I lower the collar a little bit so it doesn't cut him close in his neck. You know, if he's extra long torso or shorter torso, making the shirt long enough, add an extra button. You know, even in the jackets, so usually I do 2 buttons. If he's shorter, I'll do a 1 button. And measuring like the thigh or the rise and the outseam so that his pants fit and they're comfortable. But picking a stretch fabric, if he's a little bit more muscular and wants a tighter fit. If he travels a lot, picking a natural fiber that, like bamboo, that, you know, doesn't wrinkle, you know, but it's super lightweight.
I didn't even know you can make clothes out of bamboo.
Yeah, it's really nice and it's really silky. I love, but I can't talk. Jacket I make.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a good quality fabric.
So it sounds like there really is kind of an art to this and not just buying clothes off the rack.
Yeah, I take the time to get to know my clients. I kind of want to know their lifestyle and make something unique to them, right? And sometimes it's their whole wardrobe, sometimes it's a handful of things. But guys come to me because they, you know, they're having a hard time shopping or they don't have the time or they want something more unique that no one else is going to have and really getting to know them. And it's fun wearing something that nobody else has. You know, you can feel great.
Yeah, and there is a huge difference between something that's been tailored and cut for you to wear personally versus, you know, something that's just off the shelf.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Especially with the armhole, like the neck before, like I said, it is. And you feel good. You look,
Yeah.
you get excited to wear it. And my goal is always with my customers to, when they look in their closet, they're excited to wear that shirt or that slack or that suit, you know, not just like, ugh, you know, I want them to be like, oh, I can't wait to wear that. Yeah.
So I think the first question I would have is, it sounds like this whole thing would be costly to do if you're trying to, you know, outfit your closet with custom clothes. I think you put the word custom in front of anything, and it just sounds like, oh, I can't afford that. It's custom.
Right.
You know, so what does the cost breakdown kind of look like for making your own clothes, or having you go and pick out clothes for somebody and then have it tailored to fit them specifically?
So my shirts start at $175. Right, you can go in other stores in town. You can spend more for shirts, but they go up to about $300. All depends on the quality of the fabric. I don't have minimums. Pants start at $350. You buy 2 or more, you get the third one free. My suits start at $850. Jackets are $750. All depends on the quality of the fabric. So there's good stuff at the opening price. A lot of options, and then things get more expensive the nicer the quality of the fabric is. But it's up to the guy and his budget, you know, and some guys want, you know, can't afford a lot, or they just don't want to spend a lot, even if they can afford it. It's not up to me to make that decision. I give them the options and let them decide. But clothing to fit, it's not a necessity, you know, it's a luxury, right? And I'm happy to help. You know, I'm happy to tailor things if they have in their closet, like we did with you, tailor what you had, which was a lot of fun. And it is, you had great things in your wardrobe and just a little fine tuning.
Lots of blue plaids.
Lots of blue plaids. Yes. But, you know, the price is, I mean, pretty comparable sometimes if you buy off the rack, but sometimes just a little bit better quality or having that fit. And working with me, my knowledge and experience, my customers appreciate that.
Would you say that buying stuff off the rack and then having it tailored would be a more affordable way to go for people rather than having something made from scratch?
Depending on the quality, depending on the brand. So like if you go buy, you know, a helmet length suit or, you know, a Givenchy jacket, right? Those are really expensive, right? Because
I don't even know what those are.
Oh, they're higher end brands, right? You go to like Neiman's or Nordstrom's, right? But then you can buy a Ralph Lauren suit, which maybe is $200-$300, right? And tailor that, so you're spending less than my custom suit. And sometimes that's good because of the time frame. So it'll take me about 4 or 5 weeks to get it to you, and if you need it quicker, that's nice to be able to go to the store. But
yeah, I mean, I had to get perfect example is I had to get a cheap suit for a wedding that's coming up that I wasn't thrilled about, and you took it and tailored it and kind of customized it for me, and now it fits great, and it's something that I would actually wear more than just to a wedding.
Yeah, no, and it looks great on you. It fit you really nicely.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and you look great in the pictures.
And I didn't like it before.
Yeah, yeah. So you invest a little time and money, and the pants you can wear by itself. The jacket's great. You can wear by itself again. Even the shirt, like you have a brand new outfit.
Yeah, I enjoyed the process you made. When I came into your store, you made me feel very comfortable.
Oh, thank you.
Which was nice. I feel like a lot of guys probably don't feel at home in that type of situation, having themselves be measured, and I don't know, it's not the most fun thing to do. So the process that you laid out from kind of start to finish was really nice.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And I pride myself in that. Like, I try not to be like Jenny Craig and, oh my gosh, you got to lose weight, you know, like, and guys are sensitive to their bodies. You know, I've learned that.
Yeah.
You know, they're very sensitive. They want to, you know, have 6-pack abs. They want to look good. And I like my clients exactly how they are, you know, so showing them, you know, I don't care if your neck's an 18 or your waist is a 40, you know, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a number to me.
Yeah.
But getting you to fit into your clothing and feel good, it's priceless.
And regardless of your size, I would imagine that clothes that fit you right will make you look good, regardless of how tall, short, fat, skinny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Taking out some of the bulky, the extra fabric just slims you up. Yep. Makes you look thinner and taller.
Very nice. Can you tell me a little bit about you've got something called a wardrobe refresh consultation? What's that entail?
So some of my clients have a closet full of clothes and they just seem lost. It's like, what do I do, Mary? So I go into their homes, we look at what they have, and we tailor things that don't fit, or I tell them to maybe donate or get rid of certain things that are just dated or just been worn out. and kind of look through what they have and educate them and say, okay, based on what you have in your clientele, I recommend, these jeans or these slacks and this jacket or this suit. Or also you can wear these shirts with these jackets and these shoes and accessories and et cetera, and kind of show them what they have and how to kind of bring new life to already existing clothing and kind of maybe show them some new options. So yeah, my clients
cool.
like it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What is a consultation like that costs for somebody to do?
That's $450. So we spent about 2.5 hours together. Okay. Give them a little list of what they have, kind of give them a list also afterwards of places to go shop or things they should add to their wardrobe. And then whatever's in their closet, I'll tailor if it doesn't fit. So I'll come to them, pin it up, take it to the tailor. They pay for alterations, and then I'll deliver to them as well. So it's kind of that service. But a lot of guys like it because sometimes they're just like, hey, what do I need to
Yeah, I mean,
what do I need to wear? And I'm like, you got great stuff in your closet. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What are some staples that every guy should have in their closet?
So you definitely need a suit. I know a lot of gentlemen are like, oh, I hate suits, I never wear it. But you have a funeral that comes up or a wedding, and those tend, especially funerals or an interview, comes up kind of last minute. Mm-hmm. So having a good suit in your closet, either blue or gray.
I was going to say, is there a particular color that you would recommend?
I prefer blue, but sometimes if you go to a funeral, it's kind of, you don't want a brighter blue suit. Gray is better, so it's just one or the other. A handful of shirts, 2 or 3 dress shirts, handful of polo shirts, good fitting, a couple jeans, cotton slacks, handful of shorts, good dress shoes, and sneakers. And you don't need like 50 of everything, but stuff in the right color that all kind of merchandises together. So stick with like whites and blues or soft purples, even in your polo shirts, like grays, a couple slacks in black or gray that you can kind of wear with the blue jacket or the blue suit.
Soft purples, huh? So like lavender?
Yeah, but purples, it's like a staple. It's like a blue. Purple was trendy 15 years ago when I was designing shirts at Calvin, and now it's a staple in every man's wardrobe. It's not a fashion color anymore.
Huh. I would not have guessed that. I don't think I've got too many purples in my closet.
All right, well, we'll add some. Add it to the list.
What are the top 5 most popular clothing pieces that you design for your clients, would you say?
Jackets. I make a lot of jackets because here in Arizona, a lot more of my clients wear just a sport coat versus a suit. Mm-hmm. Custom shirts. I make a lot of those. And sometimes they're more casual. So they got the contrast detail in the back neck, under the cuffs, and the placket. Guys love that stuff. And we make it a little shorter so they can wear it untucked. Slacks, I'd say, is 3rd. Mm-hmm. Suits is like 3rd. Slacks is 4th. That's pretty much it. I've been making a handful of short sleeve shirts. Now that it's getting warmer, a lot of my clients are like, I want something unique and different, or they can't find the fit, so we make them a lot of short sleeve shirts. Oh,
interesting. I never even would have considered short sleeve. Mm-hmm. So if you're wearing, how do you match sports coats to pants? Because it's not, you don't want to wear the same color, right?
Correct.
So give me some advice on matching a sport coat with pants.
So whatever jacket you pick, I kind of go darker on the bottoms. So unless it's a really dark jacket, then obviously you go a lighter bottom. But that's what I would start with. So I would start with a blue. If you don't have a lot in your closet, pick a blue, like a good navy, even middle blue, not like dark navy like your grandfather wore. Mm-hmm. And then pick pants like charcoal or blue or black that complements. If you do a pattern, so a pattern jacket, then I would definitely make the jacket more the focal point. So pick pants that are solid and not as loud, but just kind of in that same color family. And there isn't rules like this has to look like this, or that you can only wear these things together.
Sure.
But what you like and what you feel comfortable in. But just try to stay away from coats and jackets and pants that are too close to each other.
Because then it'll look like you're trying to make a suit and you'll just look silly.
Yes, you try to match it. Yeah. Which I've seen. And hey, sometimes you have to, and that's no problem. Something happens and your one jacket's dirty or doesn't fit anymore and you just have to go to an event. But yeah, I suggest that.
So in terms of current trends, I've noticed some people wear pants that are super high and, don't come down over the top of their shoe, so you're seeing all their sock and ankle, and then pleats. Are pleats out? Are pleats in? Are flat fronts pants the way to go? What are some of the current clothing trends that you're noticing?
So right now, I'd say kind of mass everywhere. Some of the trends are, the trimmer pants are a little shorter because when things get trimmer, they get a little shorter, right? So you see your ankles, etc. Pleats are back, kind of like a high fashion. Like I saw them in Japan like about 6-10 years ago, where like the cool kids in Japan were wearing them, and now it's trickling across Europe and here. So yes, pleats are back.
Why are we the last ones to do anything?
Well, there are cool kids here. There are people here that wear like what's cool and trendy. I don't know, because there's just not the market for it.
Yeah, well, you just see like stuff start over there, and then it eventually gets here, and I feel like America's always behind the curve.
Well, if you go to New York or San Francisco or LA, they're up on what's happening because they're more worldly, right? Everyone in the world lives in those cities. We're here, it's mostly American. There's people from other countries here, but just the design is that there's not many stores here that sell it. I mean, there's a handful like Saks and Neiman's and Nordstrom's, but just there's not the market for it. And when they do come in, they sell it quickly, so like a handful of people have it, or the people that buy it go to like New York or LA or Vegas or San Francisco to buy the real trendy stuff, and then they bring it back.
And can we make skinny pants not a thing anymore? Can we move on from that?
Sure, maybe.
They're so uncomfortable. Like, yeah, I mean,
right.
I don't understand how people can wear those skinny pants, and like they're so tight and uncomfortable.
So I've seen a lot. So I love the NFL, and when you watch the players go to all the games, they wear the really, really, really tight suits for the last 5 years, and now they're loosening them up a little bit.
I feel like they could just
rip them
fat
out.
guy in a little coat, you know.
You see every muscle in their bicep. Yes. So men are kind of moving a little bit less skinny or trim, and that's really just an adjective, right? Because skinny to Calvin is different than skinny to Ralph versus like, Givenchy or, Ralph Simmons, all that kind of stuff. So it's just an adjective. You got to find something that's, skinny to you might be skinnier to him, different for him or everybody, know. So, yes. But guys like what they like. If they're happy in it,
Yeah, I don't know.
They love it.
I can't do the skinny pants. They're super uncomfortable. So,
that's funny.
What are some of your favorite pieces that you personally have designed?
Oh, that's a good question. It's more of the kind of the clientele working with that one customer. So like I help some gentlemen with their wedding suit. And that's fun because, they're getting married and it's such an important day in their life. They're
excited.
They're really excited.
Yeah.
And like even their bride or their partner, I've had a couple times they get a special patch made and sewn inside the jacket that says something. So when he sees it, he gets really excited because she or he spent that extra touch on it.
Oh, that's nice.
Which is really nice,
Yeah.
right? And then you see the wedding pictures and they'll have those forever. I've helped some gentlemen on like their first suit. So making their very first custom suit, which is really cool because they're like, what? You get to pick the lapel and what? These buttons, and the lining, and every time they wear it, they get so excited to talk about it. Or just made some really cool looking custom shirts with a mix of the fabrics and the buttons and the thread. And every time I see my clients wear it, I'm just like, yeah, it looks good. And they get compliments on it. So that makes me feel good because I know when they wear it, they feel good in it. They get excited to wear it and people are like, hey, you look good in it. So
very nice. How long does it take from start to finish to make custom clothing?
About 5 weeks.
5 weeks?
5-ish, 6 weeks. Each vendor's a little different. My shirts are about 4. Some suits and pants are about 5. Another vendor, so I make some bespoke suits in LA. Mm-hmm. They can turn around a little quicker.
And what about just basic tailoring? So if I have existing clothes and I bring them to you to get them trimmed and hemmed and whatnot?
About a week.
Just that quick?
Yeah, I can turn around in 5 days. If you need it sooner, I can work with your schedule. But usually I like to give the tailor a little bit of time so she's not rushing through the work.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So want to do some just quick fact or fiction questions. Okay. The appointments for custom clothing take way too long. False.
Yeah, fiction. Not necessarily, right, fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long would you say that a standard appointment takes?
I mean, I could do it in 20 minutes. I can do it in 2 hours. It all depends on how long it takes you to make a decision.
Sure.
Like I'll guide you and get to know you. But if you really want to get detailed, it could take 2 hours. It could take 45 minutes. But some of my clients, like my lawyer clients, I love because they bill by the hour and they know how valuable their time is. And they'll make a decision in 5 minutes and they're done.
Wow. That fast.
Well, 20 if we measure, but yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Fact or fiction, there are only a couple of measurements involved.
False. So you take a lot of measurements. So even like some of the online sites, they're like, oh, send us these 3 measurements for a custom suit or shirt, which I take a lot more. I take about 15 to 20. It's really different angles of your body that, yes, takes a lot.
So how many measurements are there? Like what?
Like 15 or 18.
Wow.
Yeah. And jackets a little bit more, shirts maybe a little less, but yes.
Are there personal stylist just throws away all of your clothing? Fact or fiction? So like when you come out and you look at our closet and you see everything, do you just throw everything away and start from scratch?
No, I've never done that. But
No?
I've thrown away a lot of some people and they needed it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I'm not going to name names, but no, but if a stylist does that, I wouldn't suggest that. And even when I take clients shopping, sometimes I say, just buy a couple pieces. I'm not going to make you buy a whole brand new wardrobe. I mean, the stores aren't going anywhere.
So you actually will go shopping with your client?
Yes, I will.
Oh, interesting. Rather than just going and picking stuff out for them?
Correct. I'll do both.
You'll do both.
Kind of what's best for them. Like if like, hey, Mary, I need new jeans, I'll go grab a bunch of jeans. Like Mary, I need a whole new wardrobe, they're coming with me. But I suggest buy a couple pairs of shoes, buy a couple jackets or a couple shirts, wear it. See how you like it. You can always order more, always go buy more. I can always run to the store and pick you up more.
You said shoes a couple times. Do you make custom shoes or no?
No.
Okay.
I'm kind of limiting. I'm trying not to do everything. I can only do so much. I know some vendors that do custom shoes, but I feel like men are very brand loyal to their shoes. Their jeans and their shoes and their workout attire, they're very brand loyal to that. So they'll say, I'm always a Nike, I'm always an Allen Edmonds, I'm always, a Prada or whatever they wear. They know their brand and they love it. Cole Haan.
12 pairs of Cole Haan shoes.
But right, am I right?
Yeah.
So like you know what you like.
They're super comfortable.
They're comfortable. Yeah. So
all right. Well, now I want to transition. We like to finish up with all of our guests and ask them some very Phoenix-centric questions.
Okay.
So in Phoenix, what's your favorite restaurant?
Oh.
There's a lot of good options out there.
Good options. Well, I do like Spinato's, the pizza at Spinato's.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Spinato's is a good spot.
It's good. Clever Koi is great.
Yeah.
I like that. The Parlor. I do like the pizza at the Parlor.
So you like pizza?
I do like pizza. Yeah. Yes, I do.
Yeah,
yes.
Clever Koi. That's been brought up a couple of times. They
Yeah.
have really good ramen.
Yeah, I love sitting at their bar because I feel like their bartenders always suggest the best drinks.
Yeah.
And they make things sometimes off the menu. They just put things together. And it's really good. It goes with
Very
dinner.
nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Any exciting places that you've discovered lately here in Phoenix?
So I went to Millen's Alley the other night,
Yeah.
which was fun. I don't want you to think I'm an alcoholic, but I do like my
No.
cocktails.
Yeah. Everybody does.
Yes. Where else?
Linda's Alley is great.
I went for the first time. It was
Yeah.
really cool. I liked it, but then again, I don't want to tell everybody because I don't want everyone going there.
Oh, everybody knows about
Okay,
Linda's Alley.
okay.
It's not a secret.
Okay.
I know it's a speakeasy, but everybody knows about it.
Okay. Where else? I would say that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's one of your favorite Phoenix neighborhoods? Have you had a chance to explore any of the different neighborhoods around?
So moving to Arcadia where my store is, I do like that. But
Yeah.
I've spent the last 2.5 years here in Central Phoenix, which I do like a lot. It's fun. It's neighborhoody, running, the mountains, the hiking, all
Yeah.
that. The small little shops and restaurants are great. I do. I
Yeah,
like it.
Central Phoenix is a blast.
Yeah.
But so is Arcadia. So good options. What's your favorite Phoenix hangout spot?
I'll probably say cold beer and cheeseburgers because I love all the football.
They have really good cheeseburgers too.
They have good
I mean, it's
food.
in the
Yes,
name, so I would
yes.
hope so. But so what's your favorite cheeseburger to get there?
Oh, I just do the one with bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the regular.
I always do custom because I need to have avocado, a
Okay.
fried egg, and bacon on my cheeseburger.
All right, yum.
It's not a good cheeseburger without all that.
Okay, I'll try that next time I'm there.
And what is your best Arizona site to see?
Oh, probably the Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I think we might have to eliminate Grand Canyon as an option because everybody's using that as a default.
Then I'll say Sedona. I'd say Sedona.
Okay,
But in
Sedona.
the Grand Canyon, I'd say have a supai. Hiking to have a supai, I'd say that.
Getting more specific.
Yes.
All right.
Done that a
I'll
couple
allow
times.
it.
Okay.
All
thanks.
right.
Phew.
So is there anything that we didn't cover that you'd like to kind of get out to the world or talk about before we kind of wrap up?
Are we going to tell them where my store is?
You
okay.
mentioned it, 32nd Street and Indian School, right?
3188
Yeah.
East Indian School in the northwest corner, next to Maroney's Dry Cleaners,
Yeah.
behind the Chase Bank. Come see me if I can help you with a wardrobe. And
Yeah, it's a really cool spot.
thank you.
Yeah, and it's a great shopping center. So
Yes.
they've got a taco place in there, the bar, all kinds of cool things.
Bertha's Cafe's in the corner.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you've also are very active on social media. So how do people find you there?
I'm qcontrary.mary on Instagram. Q Contrary is my company. So it's on Facebook. I have a website, qcontrary.com. Mary at qcontrary is my email. So yeah.
Perfect.
call. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put all that in the show notes as well so people can reach out to you. So thank you so much for
Thank you,
joining us
Danny.
today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us. This has been another edition of Danny Brown Talks Phoenix, and we will see you next time.